Welcome everyone. I've got that good golden hour light. I'm Jewel from Become Yoga School, and today's flow is for my absolute beginners. We're calling this an absolute beginner sunset flow. If you've never done yoga before, if you're scared, intimidated, if you think yoga's not for you, I'm hoping to change your mind in this 20-minute flow. We'll do everything very simple for you. I've got your back along the way. You don't need any equipment or any advanced languages for this specific video. We're just gonna start lying on a mat or a towel here on Fire Island in Long Island. Crisscross your legs underneath you and sit on your two hips. You could also straighten your legs if that's more comfortable for you. Bring your hands to heart center and give yourself this moment to set an intention for this beginner yoga practice. Bring your hands across your knees, either palms up or palms down, and give yourself a moment here just to ground and center. If you'd like, bring your arms together, palms to the heart center, and then bow forward. Move your face up and over to your left, and then up and over to your right. Eyes come forward over to your left, eyes forward to your right. Head forward and left, moving the cervical vertebrae right. Take it over to the left and take it over to the right. Well done. Now we're going to take the top arm, reach your right arm to the sky, side bend up and over to your left, push off the fingers, left hand down, push up and over to your right. Use your arm muscles by pushing off the fingers right here. Side bend toward the ocean waves, push off the fingers. Side bend and lift. Side bend, it's kind of like a seated high half moon. Side bend, lift. Side bend and lift. And then fold your knees together. We're going to come onto our sitting bones. Reach your hands forward and roll yourself down onto your yoga mat. Draw your feet in, reach your hands to the sky, open the left arm to the left, and then open your right arm to your right. Simple and easy. Open left arm toward the floor, lift it up. Reach right arm up and out to your right. You could also add the head here. Look toward the left palm as it opens, look upward. Look toward the right palm as that opens, and look upward. Left hand reaches, lift. Right arm reaches, lift. And then hands to the mat. So walk your feet in toward your bum. Let your knees go wide, or let the legs go long. Simply breathe here. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift the heart to cow pose, and then round your spine, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, arch the spine, lift the tail. And then round the spine, lift the tummy. Inhale, arch the spine, cow pose. Round the spine, cat pose. And then shift yourself back to child's pose. We're gonna walk our hands forward, rest our forehead, and try to bring your tailbone right between the heels, letting the flesh of your hamstrings settle onto the flesh of your calves. Simply breathe in and hold. Shift forward onto hands and knees. Reach your left arm to the sky. Touch your right hand, reach up. Good. Think that you're painting the wall beside you. Bring it down to tap your right hand. 4. We're going to hold this next one. Reach, lift, and hold. Circle the left wrist in the air. And then circle the arm from the shoulder joint. 2 and 3. Your left leg beside you into a gate pose or supported half plank or supported half plank. You can keep the foot on the ground or raise it in the air and hold. Land your foot, plant your hand, Shift forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gently walk it back, hands and knees. Sit back, child's pose. Great. Second side, hug the shoulders up. Reach your right arm to the sky, bring it down, tap the left wrist. 2, bring it down. Open up the heart. 3, 4. Hold up and hold. Number 5. You're going to spin your left foot behind you, step your right foot on the floor, lift your chest and your right hand to the sky, circle the wrist. 3, 2, and 1. Circle the arm, big circles. 3 from the shoulder. 2, press high, and 1. Look up at the thumb, reach the leg in the air, take the balance if you like it. And then land the foot, land the right hand down, shift forward and back. Now, if you can't take weight on your knee, you could always take a towel or padding underneath your shin. You could also do this on 2 feet if you're interested. Child's pose. Shift forward onto hands and knees, tuck your toes. We're going to attempt our first downward facing dog. You could bend your knees, lift your hips, or if you're feeling more open, stretch the knees long, step the feet back, plant your heels toward the ground, or keep the chin tucked and the knees bent. These are all great options for your downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you're new to being upside down, just get comfortable with it. Try your best today. Lovely. Gently come onto the knees. Fingertips forward, sit back. Child's pose with extended arms, fingertips in front of you. Keep it going. You're doing great. Shift forward onto the hands. Going into puppy pose, we're going to extend the heart forward, drop the chest down. Try to stack your tailbone over your knees. You could do forehead to the mat or chin to the mat to help open up the throat. Wherever you're at, let the arms come in front of you, either on the floor or on top of pillows or yoga blocks if you happen to have them. And just like our down dog, allow it to happen and breathe. Shift your belly onto the mat into Sphinx pose. Pull your shoulder blades into your back. Lift your heart, gaze slightly upward. Think of a sphinx near the Egyptian pyramids. Nice and stoic. And then bring your hands under your forehead. Rest your forehead down. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Second Sphinx pose. Walk your elbows underneath your chest. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the throat. Hear your breath in the back of the throat. And then bring hands under your forehead. Rest your forehead. We call that area in the center of your forehead your third eye. Think of stacking your hands under that third eye. And then third round, because great things come in threes, walk the elbows in, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift your heart up and out from those elbows, and breathe into your Sphinx. You'll notice in this absolute beginner series that things seem to work a little better or be understood a little better on your third or fourth round. So allow yourself this time of development and repetition. With hands under the forehead, you're going to bend your knees and just swing them side to side like windshield wipers moving the rain. Wonderfully done. Bring your legs back to center and then release them onto the mat. Bring your palms beside your chest like you're going to do a push-up. Squeeze the elbows in. Lift your heart. We call this cobra pose. Exhale, lower chest, chin, nose, eyelashes. Push into the fingers, lift up Cobra number 2. Go to any height, small, medium, large, or supersized. Exhale, lower back down. Remember, yoga's a progression, so just choose what fits you today. Push into the fingers, squeeze elbows in, lift up to this Cobra pose. Lower down. And then push it back onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. We're back in that downward facing dog. And like I said just before, maybe the second downward dog feels a little looser, a little more open, or you understand it better. From down dog, you're going to walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Come to stand all the way toward your fingers, but let your head drop low. Just hang over the legs and then roll up one vertebra at a time, one piece of your back at a time until you're standing in mountain pose. Reach your arms up, see the clouds between your hands, and then bring your hands into heart center. Release. Do that again. Sweep the arms up, look at the thumbs, hands to heart center, gaze forward, release your fingers. Repeat circle number 3. Look up at the hands, bring them into your heart, release them down. And then let's take some standing postures here. So step your right leg back and then spin your toes to face me. Reach your arms east and west. Great. Start to lean forward, bringing the crown of your head toward me. You can do hands under your forehead or on a chair. You can let your hands come all the way underneath your shoulders. And then if you're feeling comfortable here, you can let the head drop down toward the ground. Press equally into your pinky toes and your big toes of the foot. Knees bent or fully straight, whatever fits you in this moment. And then roll up to stand. Inhale, circle arms up like we just did. Look at your hands, bring your hands to heart center. Release the palms down, circle arms up, look up, hands to heart center, release hands down. Lift up third time, palms to heart center, and then release like a wide-legged mountain pose. We're gonna spin the other way. Bring your left foot forward, your right leg back. You're gonna sweep arms up, 2 hips go toward your front knee. Bend that front knee, and then keep your hands on your hips, or reach the left arm up, and reach the right arm up. This is called our high lunge or high crescent lunge. It's one of my favorite poses, and I find that it's very available to all types of humans and all types of bodies. So do the version that suits you. Sweep your arms forward, bring your hands to the floor. And then step your back foot in for a modified pyramid pose. We're going to bend the back knee, stretch the front leg, and let your head drop toward your shin. Now, if this seems impossible for you, I want you to find the version that fits you today. So that could be your hands under 2 shoes. It could be back knee fully stepped in and bent. It could be even dropping that back knee out to the floor. And then spin this back around to the other side. We're going to take this lunge toward your second side. So on this side, you're going to bend your left knee, straighten your right leg behind you, reach your hands to your hips, pull the shoulders back, bend the front knee. Stay here, or you have the option to lift the right arm up and or the left arm. We simply hold and breathe. High crescent lunge. If you're new to taking balance work on your 2 feet, this might give you a little shake or quiver. And remember, falling is part of yoga. It will never ever be perfect. It will always be a progression. You just want to do better than last session. Reach your arms forward, hands to the ground. Step the back foot in. You could keep it bent, and then straighten that front leg for a very, very modified splits pose or stretch of the hamstring or modified pyramid pose. And one thing as we go together on our yoga journey, you'll notice that a lot of shapes have similar names or they're very linked to another pose. So you'll get the understanding of these names soon, don't worry. Step this foot back, spin it around to your side, and find this wide-legged forward fold. Hands can walk forward this time, look forward, and then let your head duck down between the armpits. Maybe you shake the head out here. Maybe you hear the ocean breeze. Maybe you enjoy this beautiful sunset in Fire Island, New York. Please breathe. Great. And then bend your knees, bring your shins onto the mat. We're going to flip onto our backs facing upward. So find a way to come onto your back. If that includes crawling around, go ahead and do it. Bend your knees and then twist them a little left and right like we did with the windshield wipers before. But now it's on the front side of your body. You have some options here. Now laying on your back, lift your right leg in the air, cross it over the left knee, reach it up, step it down. Try it with the left. Reach up, cross it over, tap, lift it up, step it down, and then right leg, lift it up, cross it over. You're going to thread the needle. So your legs are now the eye of the needle, your arms are the thread. You're just going to take your hands through. If you're not yet reaching, you could also grab a long sleeve t-shirt or a pillowcase. If you have a yoga strap, that would be great. Put it between your hands. And then hands down, right leg up, switch sides, left leg over the knee and step it down. Right leg lift, cross tap, lift, step it down, left leg lift, cross tap, let it drop, breathe, thread your arms through, grab onto your fingers, or again, that long fabric that could give you some length if you need it. Try to drop your shoulders and your voice here. There's no reason to stress about a hip opener. It should give us some ease and some joy. Beautifully done. Rest that foot, reach your left leg up, and then step it down. Open up your legs to a goddess or butterfly position. So soles of the feet together, knees apart. Reach your arms up to the sky. You're going to bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. You could keep the knees bent here. If it's not comfortable for you, you could also straighten the legs. But in the yogic tradition, this hand on the heart and hand on the belly represents the yin-yang or push-pull, give and take of the universe. The hand on your heart represents everything that you share with the world, your heart, your soul, your sweetness. And the hand on your belly represents everything you take in to nourish you. We want that 50-50 of give and take. From here, you can lengthen your legs onto the mat and then your arms, and we're moving into everyone's favorite yoga pose, corpse pose or Savasana. The intention here is to just rest on the mat and to do nothing. It's the antidote to the rest of your workday or your active lifestyle with your friends and family. The goal here is to detach, to let go, and to almost find yourself in a meditative state. Let your eyes close. Let your mouth relax. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to stay here for a few minutes. Know that this portion of the class is nothing to throw away or forget about. It's absolutely essential, like any of the active poses. And also know that detaching and releasing is a skill like anything else. You might have to repeat it a few times before it works. So if it's a bit of a struggle for you to relax or detach right now, I just want you to notice any thoughts or objections or resistance that come up. And then just decide to let them go for this very moment. Simply stay here. Listen to your breath and the music. Soften the knees so that the feet can come to the mat, and then roll onto one side into the fetal position, which I always say was the first yoga pose you ever did. So for most of us, it feels very, very familiar and very, very relaxing. When you're ready, press into your front palm. Bring yourself up to a kneeling position if that suits you. You could also sit on your hips or in a chair. And then bring your hands into your heart center. Give yourself gratitude for trying this absolute beginner's sunset yoga flow. I want you to try this practice at least 2 more times before you try another video of ours. Finally, here, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take a forward bow. Congratulations, yogis, you did it. Give me a high 10 through the screen. Please remember now to subscribe to this channel. This way you'll get new videos from us every week, and make sure you click the bell so you get notifications whenever new videos have dropped. And until I see you next time, please remember, inhale positive and exhale negative. See you in the next video.